let me guess, you wanna have a quick and easy meal on a busy weeknight. It's not just you. Every single person on this planet thinks the same way. Trust me, the same thing happens to a professional chef. But don't worry about it. As long as you have some eggs in your fridge, I can give you a solution.
Alright, the first dish that I'm gonna make is egg omelet rice called Tenshinhan. When you have only eggs and rice but you still want a nice meal, this is the way to go. It's warm, filling, and comforting. Trust me, this simple dish will make you so happy. For this, you will need some eggs and a bowl of hot rice. That's it. But if you want to make it more pretty, to impress your girlfriend or boyfriend, grab some imitation crab and some frozen peas. These little bad boys will make it nice and fancy, like a restaurant version. First, take some imitation crabs and tear them into strips. What? You don't have this kind of crab meat? Don't worry about it. Instead of this, you could also use some frozen shrimps that's lying around in your freezer. Maybe that could be more delicious. Next, let's make the sauce. In a small container, add 1 cup of water, 1 tablespoon of mirin, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, half a tablespoon of oyster sauce, 1 teaspoon of chicken bouillon powder, 1 teaspoon of sugar, half a teaspoon of toasted sesame oil, and give it a good mix. Once it's well mixed, crack 3 eggs into another bowl. And then to that, add some imitation crab meat, a small pinch of salt, and mix them all together. Couldn't be any easier, right? But this simple recipe will save you from Uber Eats hell. Alright, we're set. Let's get cooking. Pour the sauce into a saucepan. Throw in some frozen peas and turn on the heat to medium-high heat. While this doing its thing, make a quick cornstarch slurry with 2 tablespoons of water and 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. Once it starts to boil, add it to the sauce and give it a good stir until nice and thickened. Alright, the sauce is done. Set that aside and let's cook the eggs. Get yourself another wok or pan. Add 1 tablespoon of oil and heat it over medium-high heat. Once it gets nice and hot, pour the egg mixture and let it cook for about 1 to 2 minutes. Here, make sure you kind of scramble in the middle so it cooks more evenly. Of course, you could just flip it and cook the other side. But if it's a big date night dinner, you gotta make it more fancy, right? So please follow my lead. If you do, you feel like you're eating in a Japanese restaurant. Once it's cooked to your desired doneness, slide it on top of the rice and tuck the edges down. Now all you have left is pour the sauce you made. The sauce is enough for 2 portions, so I'm gonna use half of it. Alright, it's done. Let's call our taste tester. Claire?
Wow, it's pretty. I didn't have breakfast yet, so I think it's gonna be great. Let's give it a try. Looks nice and sticky. The green peas and crab meat and a nice pop of color. Cheers! 감칠맛 장난 없다. 오, 소스 자체가 짭조름하고 하면서 맛있네. 계란도 너무 퐁신퐁신 부드러워가지고 소스가 한 번 더 입혀지니까 더 촉촉하니 맛있어. 맛있네. 아침밥으로 계란 먹는 거 좋아하는 사람, 그런 사람한테 딱인 음식인 것 같아. So good. 여기서 조금 더 맛있게 만들고 싶으면 속에 흰밥 대신에 볶음밥 만들어가지고 해도 더 맛있을 것 같아. You're welcome.
This time, let's make a Japanese egg sandwich. That's right, that iconic fluffy egg sandwich from Japanese convenience stores. But as always, we're gonna make it better. First, let's make some hard-boiled eggs. Fill your pot with enough water and bring it to a boil. When the water starts to boil, carefully place in 8 eggs and boil them for 12 minutes. When time's up, remove them from the pot and shock them in some ice water. Now we're just gonna peel the eggs and separate the yolks from the whites. After that, take the yolks and press them through a fine sieve. I know it can be a bit annoying, but these nice little bits will give you that soft, fluffy texture that you're looking for. And do the same thing with the egg white. But if this sounds like a hassle, you can just chop them into small pieces. No problem at all. But if you want to feel that ultimate softness or fluffiness of the eggs, just follow my lead. Trust me, it will totally be worth it. Now to our eggs, add a generous pinch of salt, black pepper, 5 tablespoons of Kewpie mayo, 1 tablespoon of heavy cream, and give them a good mix. Here, some people might say, Aaron, I'm a college student. Do you think I have heavy cream in my fridge? Okay, I get it. Then just replace it with milk. But be sure to check the expiration date before you use it, okay? Alright, our filling is done. Let's spread it out on a slice of the bread. How much? As much as you want. The more, the better. The next step is totally optional, but if you wanna make it exactly like the one from a convenience store, cut off the edges. Here, some people might say, Aaron, don't waste food. Whoa, don't worry about it. I'm gonna eat it myself before Claire's taste test. Alright, I think it's done. Let's place it on a serving plate and cut our taste tester.
Claire?
Woo! It looks like an ice cream sandwich. Let's dig in. 너무 맛있어 보이는 거 아니야? Ew, look at how big it is. Oh my gosh. Wow. Thank you in advance. Cheers. 맛있어. 예술이네. 편의점에서 파는 거랑 맛은 비슷한데 그 양에서 오는 그 만족감, 필링을 잔뜩 넣어줘가지고 오는 그 만족감이 너무너무 좋네. 소스나 재료가 많이 들어간 그런 자극적인 샌드위치는 아닌데 씹으면 씹을수록 그 계란에서 오는 그 고소함이 엄청 느껴지는 중독적인 맛의 그런 샌드위치야. 와, 맛있다. 그리고 속재료 자체도 맛있지만 어떤 빵을 쓰느냐가 이 샌드위치의 퀄을 결정하는데 중요한 역할을 할 것 같아. Bring your favorite bread. That's gonna make it even better. 내가 이거 자극적이지 않다 그랬잖아. 여기다가 가염 버터를 살짝 발라가지고 하면 더 맛있을 수 있을 것 같아.
This time, let's make Jjim, Korean steamed eggs. It's nice, warm, and silky smooth. Once you have a bite, you can't stop eating it. For this, you will need some eggs and a little bit of green onions. That's it. So simple, right? So please give this a try. Trust me, if you do, something magical will happen to you. First, crack 2 eggs into a small container and beat them up really well. And then to that, add 1 cup of water, half a tablespoon of chicken bouillon powder, and give it a good mix. What? You have no chicken bouillon powder? Don't worry about it. Then you can replace it with dashida, Korean beef stock powder, or a quarter teaspoon of kosher salt. No problem at all. Here, some of you might say, Aaron, I've tried this dish many times, but I always ended up with ugly steamed eggs, with lots of craters. Then pour it through a fine sieve over a heat-proof bowl. With this bad boy, you will always get the silky smooth steamed eggs. Definitely a pro tip, right? What? You wanna know this kind of tip more and more? I'm so glad you brought that up, because everything you need is in this one book. Trust me, with this one book, you can cook more than 100 Korean dishes like a pro, so don't forget to check it out. The link is in the description. Alright, everything is ready to go. Let's get cooking. Place a steamer basket in the pot and pour in some water. And then cover it with the lid and bring it to a boil. Once the water starts boil, stir the eggs one more time and cover with foil. Once that's done, carefully place it in the basket and steam it for 2 minutes over medium-high heat. Of course, we could just cook it over low heat, but this way, the outside will cook more quickly and that's gonna help hold its shape. After 2 minutes, reduce the heat to low and let it steam for 10 more minutes. Again, so simple, right? There's no reason not to try this. For information, the cooking time might vary depending on the size or thickness of your bowl. So when time's up, please check if the eggs need more minutes. Mine is a bit too runny, so I'm gonna steam for 3 more minutes. Alright, looks like it's done. Let's take it out and see how it looks. Nice and smooth, right? Now all you need to do is just finish it off with some green onions, 1 teaspoon of toasted sesame oil, and a little bit of toasted sesame seeds. Alright, it's done. Let's see how it tastes.
Claire?
It smells wonderful. The smell from toasted sesame oil makes me so crazy. And it's in tteokbokki, so I can definitely feel that authentic Korean vibe. Let's give it a try. Oh my gosh. 우와. 지글리. 크게 한 입 먹는 거 좋아하긴 한데 이거는 그렇게 했다가 입천장 다 날라간다. 좀 줄여볼게. 요 정도. Alright. Cheers. 어우, 너무 맛있잖아. 아는 맛인데 또 너무 맛있네. 미쳤네, 미쳤어. 일단 계란의 텍스처가 진짜 어마무시해. 엄청 실키하고 부드럽고 그냥 말 그대로 따뜻한 푸딩이 그냥 입에서 샤락 그냥 녹아. 근데 거기에 참기름의 고소한 향이랑 파가 아삭아삭 씹히면서 그 파향이 입에 샥 퍼지는 게 맛을 진짜 한 1000배 맛있게 만들어주네. 와, 어메이징. 생각했던 것보다 엄청 뜨겁지 않아서 지금 이렇게 크게 먹으면 더 맛있을 것 같아. More bites. 아, 맛있다.
It's getting chilly outside, so your body wants some nice noodle soup, right? So for those of you, I brought this egg drop noodle soup. Soft and delicate eggs in a nice and comforting noodle soup. That's gonna be perfect for this soup season. For this, you will need some eggs, udon noodles, onion, carrot, baby bok choy, and shiitake mushroom. That's it. Actually, you can still make it with these two bad boys, but come on. We can't do better than that, right? So let's get some more and make it super delicious. First, thinly slice a quarter of an onion, an eighth of a carrot, half of a baby bok choy, and one shiitake mushroom. If you could add some seafood mixy here, that would come out really nice, like a restaurant version. But let's just keep it simple this time. Next, crack 2 eggs and beat them with a pinch of salt. You know what? Surprisingly, all the prep is done. Unbelievably simple, right? It's almost like cooking instant noodles. Alright, it's cooking time. In a wok or pot, add 2.5 cups of water, 1 tablespoon of chicken bouillon powder, 1.5 tablespoons of soy sauce, a few shakes of black pepper, all the vegetables, and bring it to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, slowly drizzle in the eggs and simmer for 1 more minute. After 1 minute, you can just set that aside and keep it warm while we cook the noodles. When the noodles are cooked, take them out and place them in a bowl. And then pour the broth over the noodles. Last but not least, garnish with some green onions and toasted sesame seeds. Alright, our super simple noodle soup is done. How does it look? It looks absolutely amazing, right? Alright, let's go to our taste tester.
Claire?
Ooh, noodle soup. It's getting cold outside, so I think it's gonna be perfect. Let's give it a go. 국물이 되게 맑아 보이고 맛있어 보이는데 국물만 살짝 먹어야겠다. Cheers. 네. 우동의 맛이 느껴지네. 맛있다. 준비됐어. I can see a lot of ingredients. Shiitake mushrooms, carrot, egg, and the chewy noodles. 갑니다. 와, 감칠맛 장난 아닌데? 너무 괜찮은데? 진짜 맛있어. 내가 오버하는 게 아니야. 면은 쫄깃쫄깃하지. 국물이 일단 진짜 기가 막혀. 고급진 느낌이야. 이건 계란이 주인공인 느낌은 아닌데 또 그렇다고 계란이 빠지면 안 되는 그런 음식인 것 같아. 계란을 되게 많이 넣어줘서 그런지 국물 자체가 되게 부드러워졌고 그리고 텍스처도 되게 퐁신퐁신 너무 맛있어. 맛있네. As a pro tip, if you want some extra kick, add a little bit of chili flakes. I'm gonna add like half a teaspoon. Yes, this is the stuff. The little bit of a kick makes it even better. So good.
Today, I showed you 4 recipes that you can try with the eggs. How was it? Incredibly simple, right? If you're sick and tired of eating the same egg dishes or too busy to cook for yourself, these recipes are waiting for you. They're super quick and easy and delicious. So I'm pretty sure they will make your life a lot easier and happier. I guarantee it. Alright, this is it for today, and I'll see you next time.